introduce today's resource persons, Mr. Ajit Selvaraju sir and Mr. M. Deepak sir for this session. We welcome you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sushmita.
Yes,
It's good to be here.
Yes, sir. That's our pleasure, sir. I'm excited to share the list of college register for this program. I welcome students from STET Women's College, Bellala College of Engineering and Technology, Mutayamal College of Engineering, Sage University, Indo, Kongu College of Engineering, Kongu Arts and Science College, Kongu Business School, Acharya Bangalore Business School, SRM Balliamai Engineering College, Karpagam Academy of Higher Education, St. Francis College, St. Joseph's College of Engineering, Bannariamman Institute of Technology, Knowledge Business School, Salem, and Exami Chennai, BIET Jhansi, Jnanamani College of Technology, RV Institute of Management, School of Management Science, Varanasi, Nathajan Institute of Corporate Management, Vivekananda Institute of Engineering and Technology, Relational College of Engineering, Bangalore, ISBR Business School, Katpagam College of Engineering, Presidency University, Bangalore, Acropolis Faculty of Management and Research, Adamas University, Coimbatore, Chandigarh University, Dr. Akhilesh Das Gupta Institute of Technology and Management, KSR College of Engineering and Technology, Medcaps University, Mountain View Degree College, Sri Krishna College of Technology, SRN Ishwari College, and finally Swami Rama Himalayan University. We welcome you guys. We are very happy to have you here. Now, it's time to give a deep profile of Mr. Ajit Selvaraju sir, a young talented who is the founder and CEO of our NTZ Institute of Training. Sir was an astute MBA graduate specialized in the field of finance and marketing from Knowledge Business School, Salem in the year 2020. He has completed his undergraduation in the year 2018 at PSG College of Technology in the domain of Electrical and Electronic Engineering, Sandwich. He was also a member of Student Research Council and a member in the Solar Energy Society of India. After his graduation in the year 2020, he established his own training institute called NTZ Institute of Training, which aims at focusing and developing student skills, talents, and communication, which would help them to reach their stature during their placements. Currently, he is delivering his guest lecture on various topics such as campus to corporate metamorphosis, Let's Curiosity Drive You, etc. Ajit sir is a fervent artist and a good poet. He loves writing poems in both Tamil and English. His favorite quote was, "Doing your best at this moment puts you in the best place for the next moment." Without further ado, I would like to welcome Mr. Ajit Selvaraju sir to handle this session. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much for your wonderful introduction, Sushmita. Yeah, I'm happy to see a number of people here on different various fields. So it's make me to personally connect with you guys. I want to be a very long-term journey. So I welcome you all once again for a great program, Brand Your Identity. So I'm not taking much of time because today's hero is Mr. Deepak. I think he has joined earlier. I welcome Deepak.
Thank you so much, Ajit.
Yes. Thank you for coming here. Yes, today he's the hero, so he's going to explain the brand your identity, because I'm just giving some sort of brand-related things like importance of brands and how the brand become a great value in our earth, right? So yes, can anyone say India's biggest brand? Can anyone unmute yourself and you can say?
The brand is nothing but the identity.
Similar is the
okay.
That's okay. India's biggest brand, India's country, like India's biggest brand. Okay, fine. Do you know we are the most valued brand for IT solution? Yeah, because in the entire world, we are providing a very good IT solutions compared to all other country. Even America is not like that. Yes, we are the best in IT solution. Yeah. So, do you think India has created in very short span of time? No, absolutely not. Right. So there are a long-term journey to create a very big platform. That India is the one country which can provide a very good IT solution compared to all other countries in the world. Yes. So because people value the brand, all other countries looking India for only a greater IT support, IT solution, even Amazon and Flipkart. So everything depend on Indians for IT solution, right? That's what's a brand India is created to the entire world. So it's not only India. So each and every country has its own brand value. So how we gonna develop that brand, even if it is a product basis or service basis or a personal branding? So these all things which came into one platform is called brand and brandings. Yes, nowadays people not look at their product only; they are look at the brand and the status, everything. People not just see as a product as a brand. Okay, people see the brand as a status. So for that status, value will become high. Okay, coming to personally. So I openly said, for every no, the brand value grows. This is the first step towards creating a brand. For think of it, you take any example like, so for school admissions, that you see which school has higher admission. The school which says no, their admission is closed. Queue la nipanga, right? They are standing in a queue to get admission. So because they maintain a standard and they maintain the brand name, right? So this is a very best example. For every year, the brand value downs, because when the demand occurs, the market is very good. Yes, if there is no demand, the market is not a good one, right? Yeah. So without making much of your time, I want to make a I want to make a short story about moon and sun, right? It's related to how it makes presence, right? So moon create demands, right? Uh, you just have an imagination, right? Moon is available only for some time, right? Rather than sun, because we daily watch the sun, but moon is very rarely we have seen the full moon, right? So as like that, we personally should be like that, right? Sometimes we have to available, sometimes you come and show and go back, sometimes don't come at all, right? Then only they say, where is moon, where is moon? Yeah, then only they say, because we people have like while walking towards outside, we put cooling glass. Oh, don't show me, right? So because we are not liking sun, because it's really hot, right? So this is the value, this is the lesson we will learn from them. Yeah. Yes. Then brand building. Okay. Yes. I want to share a story of which has happened in 1985. I think how many of you heard about this brand? Like Standard 200 is a car, right? How many of you know? I don't know. It's launched in 1985 in India. Okay, I will share a small story of that, which is really happened in this incident really happened in Chennai. Okay, the way how they salesman create a brand value, increase the brand value of a car. Okay. Yes, there was a politician who visited the showroom. At the time, the Maruti Suzuki car was around 60 to 70,000, I think, cost, right? So at that time, there was a car Standard 200, which is launched in 1985. So the politician went to the showroom, the car showroom, and the politician just look around the car, okay, look around the car, and the sales manager or the marketing head have come forward and asked the politician to sit in the seat of driver seat. Okay, the politician sit on driver seat and just have like some actions. Okay, the salesman asked the politicians like, "Sir, do you drive the car?" Right? Okay. The politician replied back, "No, I am not driving any car." So the salesman have himself tell that. So, sir, this is not a seat for you, sir. You just came out and sitting in back like that. Yeah, back seat. So the politician sit in backside very comfortable manner. Sir, till now, India has no car for your status, but now you have. A simple word will make a brand value, right? So no brand in India have bought this car. So now for your status, this is the first car in India that you're gonna drive. You're gonna enjoy it, right? So how he pitched the point to increase the brand value of their car, right? This is the selling point, yeah. So yes, you are a business where you go and sell, right? You are an organization where employee go and sell. How to I become a brand? Yeah, it is if it is because a brand, your customer sell your product. If you create a brand, your customer sells your products, right? So that's what I coined a brand, your identity. If you will be personally identified to the people, yeah, people doesn't buy product, guys. They doesn't buy service. People buy from co-human. Okay, people buy from co-human. So we can believe from Tata products. Why? Because yeah, Tata is the most valuable brand, and we know how Ratan Tata is, right? So that type of understanding will create that's you have to learn in this session. What is personal branding is all about. So how to find yourself, right? So this is what we gonna learn in this session, right? Yeah. So Jeff Bezos have said that your brand is what people say about you when you leave the room. Okay, when you are in a room, no one will tell. When you leave the room, when others discuss about you, that's a brand in positive way, because it's create n number of values added to you, right? I think I'm taking a long time. So, yes. So, I would like to Sushmita to for a poster release. So, we are going to conduct a national level workshop upcoming days. So, poster release is going to happen in next few minutes. Sushmita, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm here.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Now it's time to release the poster of our national level webinar Burn to Brand in the presence of Mr. Ajit Selvaraju sir and Mr. Deepak sir. Over to admin team to release the poster. Admin team,
Can you come online? Can you come in video, please, for release this poster?
Yeah, sure. Not a problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
Cool.
everyone.
Cool. Guys, we are going to conduct a national level webinar for those who are crazy about brand and how to build your own brand. So the target audience is HR and marketing students in the first year of BB and MBA students, and even though for second years also, those who want to become so those who are interested in product development, every aspect will be very useful for you. And those who you will place into develop your personal relation or public relation in every aspect, it will be helpful. We have invited around five, 5 to 10 guests from industry people, so FMCG related. Admin team, you there?
guys, the poster will be shared within few minutes.
Priya, are you there? Is that able? Can you share the poster, or else shall I?
Yeah, sir, I can. Should I
Okay.
share the screen with
Okay.
the poster?
Yes, yes, yes. Share.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, Sushmita, kindly you can explain about the webinar, Sushmita. Sushmita, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes. You just explain about the webinar, Sushmita. What is all about?
Sure. We are happy to announce we are organizing Burn to Brand, a grand national level workshop for 5 days from going to held on 26th to 30th of June from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. The session will be handled by five different guests from five different companies, and we are happy to inform that Deepak sir was one of the guests. We are offering this workshop just at rupees 499, which was worth rupees 4,000. This offer is only for those who have registered for this program. Registered and attached the pre-assessment test with 20 questions. If you're really interested to join with us in our upcoming workshop, then you can go for the option S. Then it will directly take you to the assessment. If no, you can submit the feedback form to get your e-certificates. So this is all about the upcoming workshops. So thank you very much, Ajit sir, for leading us in goosebumps with your really eye-opening information. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sushmita. Guys, use this opportunity because we are came due to this pandemic. We are have decreasing our caste, and also for the student benefits, we are giving a caste rewards and e-certificate and winning certificate for the participants. So, and we have a bulk registrations and with certain discounts and attend the assessment test. Luckily, I don't know how many of you going to have a discount of 50 percentage in this amount. So have a test and have a look on it because only in these 100 students are going to have this opportunity. Only these 100 students who are in meeting, right? So have a test and let's see the results. How many of you have got 50% off in this program of Born to Brand, and who are the one who meet a real time brand ambassador or a brand administrators of a top FMCG's company, right? Thank you so much, Sushmita, for this great release of poster. And over to you. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to give a deep profile of Mr. M. Deepak sir, Senior Investigator Specialist, Amazon DCI Private Limited. Sir was graduated from PSG College of Technology in the year 2015 with the BE degree in Electrical and Electronic Engineering Sandwich. During his college days, Sir served as the president of Retractor Club of PSG Tech and was an active member of NSS, YRC, and Nature Club. He also served as a convener and organizer for Students' Union of PSG Tech. Sir started his career in 2015 as a full stack developer in a private company, Coimbatore. There he developed an interest for e-commerce and this made him move to Amazon in the year 17. Sir was currently working as a senior investigator specialist in Amazon Development Center Private Limited, Bangalore. In his 5 years of professional career, he has worked in multiple disciplines, which has helped in shaping his career in becoming risk detection and fraud pattern identifying specialist. specialist. Currently, he is into data analysis and learning the basics to start afresh in this field. Deepak sir is an ardent reader and a football enthusiast. He has an eye on all fields and doesn't feel shy away from learning new topics. His favorite quote was, "A jack of all trades is the master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one." Now I welcome Mr. Deepak sir to handle the session. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much, Shushmita, and thank you so much, Ajit, for having me here. So, before I get started, I just want to make this session much more lively. Come on, guys, like you are in college, and I know, like, just don't mind me for being all shaggy and stuff because that's what lockdown has done to me. I haven't had a haircut for like say 3 months now, and as you can see, I'm just dressed up the way I get dressed up for office, like these days. So that's how I am. That's how I am, and please pardon me for being so. And yeah, let's just make this an active session. Like before we get started. Hope you guys are doing fine. I know the pandemic has hit us really bad. Hope you guys are like staying strong, going through the tough times. Is there anyone who is eagerly waiting for the college to open? Is there someone who's like, this is life. I'm happily enjoying it. Why should I go back to college? Come on, guys. You can please share your feelings. Let's just not make it a one-way conversation. You can just type in your messages or just come on video chat, unmute yourself and talk. Does anyone want to go ahead?
Sir, this is Rizwana Begum
Yeah, Rizwana.
from Mutaimal College of Engineering.
Oh, sorry.
From Mutaimal College of Engineering.
Okay.
First MBA, sir.
Okay.
I'm eagerly waiting for college to open. So,
That's really good to know. And please don't call me sir here, please. Just call me Deepak by all means. It's because I went to corporate world for the past 5.5 years, and I just kind of lost like that. Like sir doesn't even value to me. It's just addressing in the like with the proper noun what we have for ourselves. So just go with the name. If anyone feels to talk, just stop me, and just you can call me by my own name and ask me a question if you want to. So guys, anyone else? No, okay, gosh, okay. Just let me do a check, and I just would like to know where you guys are from. Like you can just type in the place where you're from, like the city, the district. It's a very boredom lockdown. Soon must open the college. So, yeah, definitely. Even I miss going to office. Frankly speaking, yeah, yeah. Like, come on, guys. Really, like Gayatri, I can understand you want to go to college, and everything is online. I can understand, but you can interact even now. You can just unmute yourself, and I know you might feel language is a barrier. Yeah, but still, you guys need to try a lot before you can get to that level wherein you just feel that okay, I'm doing something really good at this point of time. And yeah, guys, where are you from? That was my question. You can just type in your place. Ashwini, Bangalore, St. Francis College. Thank you. Others, I see 100 of people. Mutayammal, Salem, Muhammad Assalan, Bangalore, St. Francis, Dharmaburi, Mutayammal. Others, I see 98 people here, and I just get few. Kand Institute of Engineering and Technology from Jhansi. Nice. Ajit, SRM. Superb. Anna University, Coimbatore. Shiba. Nice. Oh, it's really good. It's good to address a pan India crowd. Yeah, it's really nice, guys. It's really nice to talk to you. I just feel like I'm in another room in Clubhouse. Like, how many of you are in Clubhouse, by the way? Anyone in the group? Clubhouse? Does everyone know what Clubhouse is? Is the new trend which is going around? Yeah, Surya, thank you for your response. Final year for MBA, STET, Manarkudi. Cool. Thank you. That's a lot of city names. Indore, Erode, Namakkal. That's nice. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, guys, if some people could come on video, it would be really nice. I think it kind of feels really odd for me to staring at the camera and talk to myself and just looking at my face on the screen in one corner. I feel like, okay, what am I doing here? Am I practicing another video for a TikTok, or TikTok is banned? Am I doing it for a reel, Instagram reel? Well, that shouldn't be the case here. Come on, please, guys. Does anyone want to go on video? Anyone? Organizers, at least. Hey, Ayushi. Come on. Look at me.
Bangalore
I'm
is
with
not
a freeze.
a soft place, so it's not a good place to communicate
Yeah,
video
it's
call. So that's why I'll be
okay.
thinking
No
about.
issue. Others, whoever is comfortable with turning on their video, just don't mind it. And look at me. I'm with a frizzy hair. I'm not sure, like how I look. Sage University Indoor. I see a lot of people from Indoor. That's really nice. Are you guys bored of Clubhouse? Like, say, you suddenly started thinking, okay, there is another room which is coming up in Google Meet. Let's go and just listen to whatever people have to say. Come on, like, see, this is a session made for you guys, and I hope you can utilize this in a very much like in a wonderful way. It's cool. Uh, yeah, to start with, I just want to know what are your expectation from this session, so that I'll be able to address all your questions. I have a particular way of going about it, but still, I would like to take few questions and get them answered. So, if you guys would like to just put down your expectation from this session, I'll be really happy to answer them. And the question shouldn't be like, what is Amazon recruiting process, or like, say, how do I get into Amazon? Because I'm not going to answer that, and I'm not the right person to answer those things. So just let us stick with the uh, title, brand your identity, and if you guys have any questions, please go ahead and ask. Like, please type in. I'll just note it down so that I can get it answered somewhere in between. Are you guys always this silent? People, please make use of this opportunity. Like, you just need to talk whenever you get a chance. It's not about being right, being grammatically correct. It's just about asking the question. Okay, Ravichandran asked branding and marketing. Point noted. Branding and marketing. Cool. I'll answer this. Anything else? If not, should we just get on with this session, guys? Anyone? Seriously, how are we gonna play this silent game? In your opinion, how a brand must be in a manner, and what are the qualities? Brand and their qualities. Noted, Arun Vijay. Thank you. Okay. Oh, please excuse me if you guys are hearing any background noise. I have a dog at my place, and she might bark at any time. So just excuse me for all the background noises you hear. Cool. Um, and yeah, guys. Okay. So tell about work experience. Sure. Work experience noted. That I will address last. Okay. So let us just get on with this session here. Major difference between branding and advertising. Okay, branding and advertising, branding and marketing. Sure, got it. So, okay. So, just to start with, I would like to question you guys. What is a brand? Just let us have some common ground. Like, let's have a start. What is a brand?
So a brand is nothing but a identity between a products
Okay,
and a goodwill name.
brand is the name of the product. Nice.
Yes, sir.
Anything else?
Identity to a product.
Sorry, the who was it? Priyadarshini, is it? Could you just repeat what is it?
It gives the identity to a product.
Oh, it gives the identity to a product. Okay.
Sir, it doesn't comes under only the name given to a product. It also comes under services.
Okay. Product, goods and services. You mean?
Yeah, the products given services.
Okay. Shivani,
It is something
brand is an
technology.
your brand is an identity of any company's product. Okay, agreed. Okay.
So brand is, sir.
Yeah, yes, Indra.
Yeah, sir. Brand is making the difference between one product to another product.
Okay. Identifying products.
Yes.
Okay. So basically, I just like to give a history of where this terminology originated, where brand as a term came into existence. So, how do you identify, like, for example, if you were in the 16th century, um, yeah, how would you identify your flock of cattle and your neighbor's flock of cattle? Like, consider you have 100 livestock in your farm, and your neighbor has 105 livestock in their farm. Like, how would you identify? At that point of time, what they used to do is they used to kind of brand the animals. It's not only in the 16th century. I just gave you 16th century as a reference, but it originated way back, and wherein you just used to brand someone. You would have heard of stories wherein thieves are branded. So it means that they kind of take a hot piece of iron rod wherein they have a particular character assembled in them, and they just kind of keep it on the animal. So yeah, that's how brand started as a whole. Like, you had to identify your livestock, then it went on for products as such. So when they started having products around, like when products came into existence, then they started calling it. And for you to identify any particular brand, like say you would just go for the product and then look for the brand. So now brand, how it came into existence was uh, due to competition. How would you identify your product from another person's product?
Comparing one brand to another brand.
Yes, comparing one brand to another brand is one way of putting it, but it's not the entire picture. But if you just ask me, brand is the name given to a particular product. This is what Google says. It's a name given to a particular product made from a manufacturing company or a particular company. So that's how brand gets like gets created. Now, why do you need to identify, like why do you need to brand your product? You guys have answered it. Just to find the difference between one product and another product. That's how you identify like say your brand, right? As Darshini Ravi has pointed out here, a brand is a product with unique character. So it's not about product with unique character. For example, like let us put toothpaste in the market. Toothpaste, we have different brands. Now, when I talk about brands, you guys could name a couple of toothpaste like Colgate, Himalaya, Pepsodent, Close Up. These are all brands. Like unique character, it kind of differs from the brand's variety of the product. Okay, but it doesn't differ in a way of identifying a product. So it's a toothpaste by its own like creation, but it's varies only with like how to put it, the varieties or the we call it like variance in a product. So this is how you kind of try to use brand wherein you are trying to identify a particular product, and you're just trying to reach the audience. Okay, so what does your brand mean to you? Okay, now I'm just gonna ask you guys question here and there. Like, does anyone wanna go forward, or should I pick names? Like, how should it be? Come on, guys. It's being a one-way conversation. Anyways, I just hear one or two voices here and there. But if you guys could speak, uh, let me just pick Anand Verma. You there? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Please don't call me sir. Anand, you're from Indore, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please call me Deepak. I,
Okay.
I wouldn't be offended
Okay.
by that. Okay, cool.
Okay.
So which phone do you use?
A Realme 3 Pro.
Realme 3 Pro. Okay, may I know why you went for Realme 3 Pro? What were the reason for going for Realme 3 Pro?
Actually, sir, camera quality and storage अच्छा था इसलिए.
Okay,
Yes.
so you mean to say this is a very good phone?
Yes.
Okay, and what is the
Gaming के लिए
brand?
अच्छा है.
Okay, what is the brand of your phone?
Sorry.
What is the brand of your phone?
समझा नहीं मैं सर ब्रांड बोले तो Realme का है
Uh,
फोन.
Realme का है ना?
Yes.
So Realme is the brand, right?
Yeah.
So there is a brand name to the product, na?
Yes.
Okay, so now why I'm asking this is like you are a loyal customer to the brand now. Is it? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
You
That is.
really you really like the phone. You are using the phone, and it's kind of you find it really interesting to use it, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay, so
Deepak.
now if I ask you to pick like now I say I gave you 1 lakh rupees. Okay. Now
Okay.
I am going to ask you to get a phone for that
Yeah.
1 lakh rupee. Okay.
Okay.
Would your phone still be Realme 3 Pro? Yeah, Anand, you got my question right. Okay. Does anyone else want to answer this question? Like, if I give you 1 lakh rupees and ask you to get a phone,
You are not audible.
am I not audible?
Yeah.
Okay. Am I audible now?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just asking you, if I give you 1 lakh rupees and ask you to get a phone, would you be still getting Realme 3 Pro?
No. And
Which one would you go for?
फिर तो आईफोन ही लूंगा ना. रियल में लेकर क्या करूँ मैं.
Kya bhai? You said Realme 3 Pro is really good, but now why yeah, iPhone?
बट बजट नहीं था ना उस टाइम, इस
But
वजह से.
that's a nice way of yeah. So like everyone says, if you give me 1 lakh, then I prefer Apple or another brand.
या.
So guys, you can join the fun here. Swati, Devyani, Ajay, Twinkle, just go ahead and just join in to share your brand. Like which phone are you using and which one would you go for? Now you just guys are realizing what a brand is and what brand value is, right? Hello, sir. It's really good to have a professor here. Thank you for joining. So we will have fixed some budget within that, which is the good one. We'll fix that likewise. Yeah, kind of brand varies with income of people. Completely agreed. So there is something called purchasing power. Uh, like that is there because you guys are looking at products in a different perspective, and the different perspective happens because you have different purchasing powers. So now, just to why I gave this example is that you guys all have set a brand value in your mind. So because at one point of time, what Anand said was like, I kind of like Realme 3 Pro. I went for it. But if I had been given the opportunity of having 1 lakh in my hand, I would have just gone for a better phone, like probably an iPhone. See, that's how, like, in our mind, we have set a brand value. Okay, that's how brands are created. Now, to answer one of the question, uh, like, what is it like? How different is branding and marketing and branding and advertising? So, once you reach a particular stage in, like, in terms of brand, right? So there is no need for marketing. Have you seen any ad for um, Rolls Royce, like in India? But we still do have buyers. So that's how it is, right? It's like Royal Enfield. We don't have uh, advertisements. There is no marketing strategy for them. Still, we buy it. And for you to just no, you guys kind of rightly quoted out. Like you just gave me one brand to go with for the entire session. So now let us talk about Apple. So Apple, this Apple event which happens every year, like somewhere in September, I guess. I had been an Apple user like 3 years back. I couldn't just jump off the line and go for a high budget phone. So yeah, purchasing power and the priorities kind of changed. So now it's more like I'm sticking to Nokia. And by the way, I'm into Nokia family now. So Yeah, and when we talk about Apple event, there is so much of hype around it. It's just one event. It has the entire world looking towards the um, what do we call the Silicon Valley. They just wait for Tim Cook to say something. They just wait, like when Steve Jobs was there. It's just like, okay, what is Apple going to launch this time? Even though we are not buying Apple, we just wait for them. Oh God, look at the brand, look at the value of it, look at the fan base. That's how it is, right? So that's how brands get created. You just have loyal customers, they kind of repeat. So brands, it's like when do you become success in your career, or like say in your business? It's like when you repeat customers. Think about it. Repeating customers is one thing which all the companies would like to do. Like if I start buying something, I just would like to go for that particular brand. So if I like the quality of it, I just stick to that particular brand. So that's how brand image gets developed. Now, let me just uh, quickly come to a topic like which is brand your identity. Now, brand your identity. Like, what do you guys think about this term, like this sentence, brand your identity? Do you guys have any idea? Brand your identity. Anyone? So now I'm going to jump into intra personal skills. Does that bore you guys? Like, oh my God, have I gotten into some session wherein they're gonna advise on how to be like what should we talk about? No, 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 no. It's not that. I'm just gonna talk about a few qualities which would kind of make you a brand. So just to give you um certain things. Okay. So how do people identify you?
Sir, I could promote my brand by in different ways, by advertisement, by
No,
newspaper,
no. I'm not
and something.
asking you to promote a brand. I'm asking a question here, like how do others identify you?
By their names.
Yeah, by your name. Simple. It's just simple as that. People identify you by your name. Is your name a brand now?
So it's an identity for us.
It's an identity for us. So, how do you brand your identity? Like, how do you make a brand out of yourself?
We'll
So we
become
should
a
satisfy the
famous
customer.
person. So if we become a famous person, everyone will knows us. So it's
Okay.
like brand identity name.
Okay.
So likewise, it comes to brand also.
So
Okay.
if you're
Or
trying to
if
solve the issue of people, many people, what is the like current issue? So you are able to get your fame. By that also
Hmm.
you can be a brand like politicians.
Okay. Politician. Okay, that's one way.
if our brand values will increase, now definitely will brand our identity. Likewise,
Okay. Cool. Got it. Hmm.
being best out of best.
Being the best out of the best. That's a really nice way of putting it. Yeah, people will would kind of identify you for being the best out of best. Now, I'm just gonna give you a few names, or like before that. Okay. So, does anyone in this group have a tattoo? Have a tattoo? No. Does anyone have a tattoo? No, no, no. Sometimes. So, no, no. Anand. Seriously, no one has a tattoo here. Anand has a tattoo.
Because
Nice.
parents are scolding lots. So that's only, sir.
Okay. Anand, what tattoo do you have? Like, Anand? Okay. Cool. No issues. So that makes only. Oh, it's a Om. Nice. So that makes only you and me the only people in this group to have a tattoo. Okay. Prakasam, sir, you also joined the club. Yeah, thank you. So that makes three people. That's now why I'm asking is tattoo is something which people kind of go for um, expressing themselves in a way for them to get identified like that. They feel that it kind of gives more understanding to the people whom they talk to, and that kind of brings out the character in them. So there would be multiple reasons for people getting tattoo, but it's just like I am going to have a tattoo because I identify myself as so and so. If I'm like say a Leo, for example, I'm saying I say I'm a Leo, the zodiac sign. So what I see is okay, Leo is kind of, I see my characteristics kind of fill into the Leo group. So now I'm gonna have a Leo tattoo, as in geometric sketch maybe. So those kind of identification that you are doing to yourself, and you are having a tattoo, just that you can um, how to put it, you're identifying yourself in the first place, then you're trying to express it to someone. Like whoever is looking at your tattoo is going to ask you, oh, you are a Leo. Now there comes the identification. You're not saying anything. Now you're identified as a Leo because you have a tattoo here. Now think about it. People are recognizing you as a Leo without you even talking a word. That's what brand does, right? When people are falling for Apple, like just for that logo, the half bitten apple on the back, that kind of makes you fall for the Apple product. So now is the same way it is. Like people, when they look at the logo, they know it is an Apple product. Now it is the same. When they look at your tattoo, they identify you to be a person who is of zodiac sign Leo. Okay. Now, in the similar way, like we here in this session, we are going to talk about just brand. People from MBA, people from corporate world, you guys need to like. This is not. I'm not going to talk about trademark, copyright, IP, patent. These are all kind of comes under branding, but it's not. There is a thin line of difference between these terminologies. So we'll not get into that. We will keep that as a different session. But now for brand your identity, so I'm gonna give few names. This is going to be an activity. I just want you guys to associate those names with the field they are in. Okay. I'm just gonna give an exercise. Sunil Chetri. Associate him with the field he is in. Like which field is he from? Sunil Chetri. Guys,
The football.
football. Cool. Uh, PV Sindhu.
Athletic.
Badminton.
Badminton. Good. Shah Rukh Khan.
Movie.
Actor.
Movie.
Okay. So now I'm gonna say another name. You guys are not gonna say movies this time. Okay. Radhika Apte.
Actress.
Cinephile. I just don't want anything related to movies. Radhika Apte. Anyone?
Bollywood
Sir,
actress.
she was born in Mumbai.
Okay, she's an artist. So if you had asked me Radhika Apte, if a movie was not in the option, I would have went for series or OTT platform. Won't you guys agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And similarly, when I say the number 7, do you associate this particular number with a person?
Cristiano Ronaldo, Dhoni.
Mahendra Singh Dhoni, Cristiano Ronaldo. Okay, now now comes the part. Now, MS Dhoni has a brand. Do you know what brand he owns?
Nike.
No, he owns a brand. MS Dhoni owns a brand. What brand does he own? You can Google search it up. He
Lifestyle.
he owns a brand, guys. Brand. He is the sole owner. He created
Seven
just
brand.
like yeah. There is a brand called Seven.
Brand 7.
Brand Seven. Now you associate a brand with a person, and the person who created is associated closely with that particular number. Like, look at the entanglement here. 7, MS Dhoni, and the brand 7. 7 is a number, it's universal, it's used everywhere. 7, it's registered as a brand and a Indian trademark office. And you guys are associating with Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Okay? Then there is another brand called Wrong. Do you know who owns Wrong?
Virat Kohli.
Virat Kohli. Okay, who owns HRX? There is a brand, HRX.
Hrithik Roshan.
Hrithik Roshan. Similarly, I would just go on giving you examples of brand started by people. Like, just answer me this. Do you think the brand value is based on the product, or is it just the face value? Is it the brand value which is there, or the face value?
Face value, sir.
It's the face value, right?
Face
You
value,
know,
sir.
it's the person whom you trust in, and you kind of go for the product because the person has created that product, and you're going for that product. Now, this is a type of branding yourself. Now, I'm just gonna say two things here. These two are different entities. It's a person on the one side, the brand on the other side. But two things are brand. Now, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, if he has released a product, say MSD, it would definitely sell, right? It need not have been 7, right? Would you be able to distinguish Mahendra Singh Dhoni and the product MSD even then?
Sir, actually, the MSD is one of the product of him. For example, if he acts in a boost, that means Mahendra
Mhm.
Singh Dhoni is not a owner. He just
Yeah.
uh, the boost company is paying him just to remember that Mahendra Singh Dhoni is using boost, so that the
Okay.
market value has been easy. The company is using the strategy so that the boost
Okay.
sales will get increased. So even though
Okay.
if Mahendra Singh Dhoni is not, because if Mahendra Dhoni is in peak only, they choose the Mahendra Dhoni. Now, if the boost is giving the ad to Virat Kohli, so it will
Mhm.
change, but the brand does not change. But the
Yeah.
brand value of the person may change until the
Mhm.
peak, until the person is in the high peak, whether in business or sports. It depends upon how peak or how high you are. So
Okay.
the brand value and the person identities differs.
Yeah.
The people will not believe the person. They believe on
Mhm.
brand only. But just for outcase or showcasing, these persons are using the company uses this person by paying.
Okay. So now I'm gonna ask you the same question. You're taking me on the right track as for this topic. Okay,
Deepak,
Hariharan. Uh,
okay, Deepak, thank you.
I'm just gonna ask you a question. Like for example, if Hariharan itself is a brand, like for example, you're a successful entrepreneur. Okay,
Okay,
you're a successful entrepreneur. People are
okay.
approaching you for all kind of seminars. You go for taking sessions.
Sorry, I
You
can't
kind
get
of.
you, Deepak.
Am I audible now?
The voice is breaking, Deepak.
Now?
Yeah, yeah, now clear.
Yeah. Okay. So you're going for seminars, you're taking sessions, you're endorsing product. Okay.
Okay.
So now, how like for how long can you live up to this expectation from you? Now you have branded yourself.
Okay. First of all, I just focus on the customers because
Mm-hmm.
if, for example, if Apple focus a customer around 10% of
Mm-hmm.
the entire India, because the 10% of people can able to buy the Apple product. As a person who said in the previously Anand or some person, right? He told me if I have 1 lakh rupee only, I'm able to buy. So
Mm-hmm.
the brand value has that much amount of money. The people who earns or who are able to do spend that much of amount only is able to buy. But
Mm-hmm.
considering me, I don't focus on that much of customers. Who are the major part of the percentage people?
No, no.
What are
Well,
they
let
looking
me
for?
just rephrase the question. Okay,
Okay,
so I'm not telling you you're the brand owner of a product. You yourself are a brand.
okay,
Okay. Now people are coming to you because you are Hariharan. That's why people are coming to you.
okay.
Like there is a particular quality for which people are coming up to you. Do you
Yes,
like
unique.
how long can you have that uh, qualities within you? That was my question.
It depends upon because it will change. I may like unique, but brand value is the taste of the customer is always different, right?
Okay.
Year to year. So I just updated regarding to how the customers are looking, and
Okay.
also with the unique qualities and conflict. Quality is
Okay.
good,
So
as well as the brand is also good. So if we believeness, I'm saying
okay.
the
So
customer
now
should believe.
now that is where the main thing comes into picture. Okay. You guys
Mm.
need to kind of differentiate between brand as a product and branding yourself. Okay. Now if I have to brand myself, I can't just carry out other brand along with me. Okay. So if Deepak has to be a brand, consider Deepak has to be a brand. Am I going as a person or is it the product which is going as Deepak? Okay. There are two differences. Now, I may create product line with the name Deepak and let it out there. Okay. So products value would be high depending on how much my face value has. Okay. Like how much of screen time I get, how much interaction I do with the people, whatever like say things I do. Kind of someone pointed out politician get a lot of brand recognition. So same kind of thing. I kind of interact with a lot of people. Then um, my product would also be there in the market for a long time. Now consider it in this way. For example, uh, I am not using any product line. I myself is a brand. Okay, that's where the difference comes into picture. Now I'm just going to give you two personalities, international personalities, and they too have identified themselves as a brand. Okay, for one person there are different brands endorsing them. Like they endorse a lot of different brands. At the same time, that person has their own product line. The other person is a person like to whom a lot of different brands are like coming forward to endorse their product. Like by endorse, you guys understand what endorse means, right? So now I'm just going to give you two names. One is Cristiano Ronaldo. The other one is Supercar Blondie. Does you guys know who these two people are, right? Cristiano Ronaldo and Supercar Blondie.
Famous cricket, sorry, football player. Yes, Deepak, he's a football player,
Hmm.
Cristiano Ronaldo, and
Yeah.
he's an Australia presenter, it seems.
Who?
Like, it's a car company, I think, Supercar Blondie.
That's where the mistake is.
True, or
That's where
TV
the
shows
mistake
like,
is. Yeah, that's where the mistake is. Now when you look into this, these are two different kind of people. Okay, CR7 is a brand. Okay, there are different product lines. There are innerwear, there are shoes, there are belts, there are apparels in under CR7. But when you look at Supercar Blondie is a person. It's just like how authors have a pen name, right? Like whenever people write, they use their pen name. Like their real name is not what they use; it's a pen name. That's how it is. So similarly, Supercar Blondie is a person who kind of reviews car. Why has she become a brand? When you look at it in a way, she has a unique way of telling things, doing reviews about car. So that kind of creates a uniqueness, that kind of identifies you, that kind of makes you like stand out of the crowd. Like there are a lot of reviewers, there are a lot of automobile reviewers. Do you think everyone has a brand value as Supercar Blondie? No, they don't. For example, let me just give you another Instagram sensation. I think the guy's name is Instagram handle Hydroman. Is it right? Like there is a guy called Hydroman. Do you know what are his qualities? Come on, people from Indore. Anyone? You guys are still on call? Anyone?
like he's, I don't,
Hydroman. People, just have a little bit
The
of
photos, videos, and he's speaking underwater.
there is no idea about it, sir.
uh,
He, like, I think
yeah, he
his
dances
dance is an
underwater.
underwater, it seems.
So now look at this. He has some different ways of doing stuff. See, why I'm giving this to you guys is 2020, 2021 has given us a lot of free time. Frankly speaking, and you college students have had crazy lot of free time, and few people have been going around making themselves a brand. So, Pooja Maurya, brand ambassador, yeah, that's endorsing. When I say endorsing, it becomes more like brand ambassador. But what I'm talking about is branding yourself. Amitabh Bachchan has this. He himself is a brand because he is well known throughout India, and he is known for his acting, and he sits apart. Like he has set up the benchmark there. So now he's a brand, and the brand, and he has a face value too. Now, the face value of a particular person shouldn't be confused with a brand's outreach. So, like as Hariharan rightly pointed out, Boost used to have MS Dhoni in their front, and later when his face value went down, they went for Virat Kohli. So now the face value would kind of change. But if you have identified yourself as a brand, you are a brand for the entire life. It doesn't matter if your face value rises or falls down. You identifying yourself as a brand itself is a really good thing to do in the first place. And you coming up with unique ideas, like unique ways of putting yourself out there. Now, if you ask me, yes, yeah, Yeah, please go ahead, Ajit. So, yeah, that's a really nice way of putting it. And
Deepak, sorry to interrupt, Deepak. I have one doubt.
yeah, please. Yeah, Ariaran, please go ahead.
Deepak, one doubt, Deepak. Okay, sorry to
Yep.
interrupt. Okay, so
Yeah,
I have a doubt that philanthropist part comes under brand identity.
yeah,
Philanthropist.
it definitely does. It definitely does.
So yeah, okay. Then how come for like you said right the hydroman does
Hmm.
what is the difference between the hydroman creating a own individual brand and the
Hmm.
philanthropist?
Okay. So it's
Because
not
I am
much of a
not able to understand, so I just want to be able to.
difference. Okay, now as you say, philanthropist, right? Just go around looking for philanthropist. Philanthropists are people making changes around the world. Now, I just
Yeah,
would like to draw parallel between authors. Okay, I just want to bring about names. All, for example, Paulo Coelho, Sidney Sheldon, Agatha Christie. So you know them as authors. Okay. Now, they coming up with book. Okay, it's not the book which is coming out to you, it's the author's name which is coming out for you, right? So now you just need to understand, okay, is the author the one which is in front of the book, or like the script is, or like whether the script is known to them. Like it's not that, right? You need to go through the book to know like how what the storyline is. But before even going through it, you feel that this book is going to be really good because it is written by someone who has a very good value. Now, has that person branded themselves? Like typically the answer would be no. Like it would be like, I'm looking at an author. They are not considering themselves as a brand. But in our mind, think about it. It's all in our mind. The brand value. Okay. Now, if I give you two authors' name, for example, I just give you Ravi Subramaniam and Chetan Bhagat. Which one would you go for?
I know because two states
Yeah.
I have. Yeah, two states I have gone through
Okay.
things. But Ravi Sharma I don't know.
Ravi Subramaniam.
Ravi Subramaniam.
Okay. So because when you say Chetan Bhagat, so I would say I have read two states. Now you know them as a person. Okay.
Yeah,
Now that kind of creates the value in your mind. You go to a bookstore, you see a book from Chetan Bhagat, you see another book from Ravi Subramaniam. Which one would you go for? You'd
yeah.
always
I
pick the
mostly
one.
prefer Chetan Bhagat because I have already experienced what he's trying
Yes,
to say.
it's
That's
the same thing. It's the same thing. It's just that your experience kind of creates the mental value there. See, that's how you kind of have friends. You don't brand your friends, right? Think about it. You don't brand your friends, but you still talk to people whom you like because they have their own quality which you like. Now, the outreach, for example, your friend would be friend to just you. What if a person is reaching out to a lot of people? Now that becomes a brand. Think about it. You
oh,
got the
okay,
idea,
okay.
right? So this is where you need to develop your qualities. Why we are talking about brand your identity right now is because this needs to be addressed right now. People are getting into a lot of ideas, like people are making money through YouTube. So YouTube is one place wherein this lockdown has created a lot of video content creators. You guys know it. You guys spend like say some quality time on YouTube. Now think about it. There are people who post kind of fun videos, kind of post videos in a particular field. For example, food vloggers,
Bloggers,
okay, vloggers
prank
now,
shows.
transport. Like they talk like yeah. When I talk about Supercar Blondie, she is a motor car reviewers. Like that's how it is, right? You are kind of branding yourself, associating with one thing, and you have a particular quality which you put forward, and you're doing it. Now that's where you people identify you. If I just say, let me just bring up a name. Uh, there is this one guy who used to PUDD, I guess. I don't know how it's pronounced. He was a gamer and he used to stream his games. So that's how people used to identify him. Similarly, do we have such kind of video content creators in India? Yeah, we do have content creators. They kind of associate themselves with a particular field. They do a lot of philanthropic activities through it. When, like, say, people reach out to them for a lot of things, like they nowadays mental breakdown has been the need of that, like people questioning, like are we concentrating more on, like are we giving importance for mental breakdown. Now comes another field, brand and identity. Identifying yourself, are you identifying yourself? Like it's just say, I identify myself as a speaker, I am a speaker for myself and I have identified it, but am I a brand yet? No, because I haven't reached to a lot of masses. When people recognize me as a, like say, speaker, and wherein my face has a value, and this is going to bring crowd to a particular seminar or a forum, that's where my brand value is. So people are going to come for me. Think about it. That's how I have identified myself as a brand. That's how I kind of created my brand identity. It's as simple as that. How do I get there? It's just by improving yourself on the field which you are really good at, how you work for towards it, and what are all the things which you are doing to get there. So these are the things which you need to concentrate on. So wherein you guys can brand yourself. See, why I spoke about 2020, 2021 is that a lot of people have created content. A lot of people are being content creators online, and this is a way of taking you into the market. There are people who get identified for their talents and have been given opportunity. You would have seen a lot of Instagrammers featuring on Prime Video, Amazon Prime Video, Netflix, dot Instagram handles, because they create such good content that the company is ready to pay them and bring them on board. Why? They have a unique way of putting out an advertisement. Now comes in the question, advertising. Now, are you advertising a series or are you advertising yourself for those people who are really good Instagram content creators? So it's both. It's win-win for both. They're advertising themselves, they're advertising for companies. It's like I have a reach to a lot of people who are following a particular handle. Now, at the same time, the content what I advertise uh, is is for my followers. That's how it is, right? Excuse me, that's my dog here. Oh, sorry guys, my bad. My puppy goes wild sometimes. Sorry for that. Cool. So as I was saying, that's how you create brand value for yourself. Yeah. Then there is no particular formula for creating a brand value. It's just that you just need to put in a lot of effort in the qualities what you have, and start practicing. Do it day by day, and one day you would definitely have identified your brand. like identified your qualities which you could push forward as a brand, wherein you're pushing yourself as a brand. Hope that makes sense. So with that, I'd just like to close my session with just giving answer to one question about my work experience. So yeah, I kind of graduated from PhD College of Technology, Coimbatore in the year 2015. For the next 1 year and 2 months, I was a full stack developer. I was into Java, J2EE, Angular, and I kind of felt that that was not my space. Then I kind of moved into e-commerce. I was more interested towards e-commerce, and I joined Amazon in the year 2017. And I had been with Amazon for the last 4 years and 4 months, I think. So, and I had been working under different teams. I had been part of KYC, product quality. That's where my knowledge of these brands come into picture. And now I am into fraud analysis. Yeah, that's about me. And thanks for your time. And if you guys have any question, please feel free to ask. Hope this was a good
Hello,
session.
Deepak.
Yes.
Deepak.
Yeah, Ari.
Yeah, if for example, if you want to establish yourself as a brand, okay, so what are the ways you have followed? Like, I have no idea regarding brand, so I'm just starting I'm a new person, newcomer to a brand. So what are the
Okay.
things, what are the tools that I can like implement to get a brand, like improve a brand name or like such things?
If you mean by improving your own identity, it's
Okay.
just that reach which matters. Okay, like just like any other brand, guys. For example, see, Apple is not into apparels, right? Apple is not into apparels. They don't make T-shirt. They don't make quality T-shirt. They make electronic gadgets. And similarly, Levi's is not into gadgets. Okay. Now it's like know your customer and what are my uh, like qualities. That's how it is, because Levi's is not going to directly jump into digital market and say, okay, I'm going to come up with some electronic device, mobile phones, which has Levi's written on the back. They are not going to do it, right? So it's similar to that. So you need to identify what your qualities are, wherein you are kind of think that you are good at, and who your audience are. For me, I'm into e-commerce. So now my audience are people who would like to get into e-commerce. Okay, you got that right. So you just need to
Yeah,
identify
thank you.
yourself and then push
Thank you
it
so much.
to your audience. Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
Okay.
Twinkle, definitely need to see my dog. Sure, no issues. Hope she is fine with it. And yeah, Varun, பேசலாம் தப்பே இல்லை. என்ன ஆடியன்ஸ்ல தமிழ் புரியாதவங்க இருக்கலாம், பட் யூ கேன் கோ அஹெட் ப்ளீஸ்.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Varun here. The product has இது ஒரு நியூ ஐடியா ப்ராடக்ட் இருக்கு. ஸோ இது எப்படி பிராண்டா கிரியேட் பண்றது?
நியூ ஐடியா வந்து நீங்க ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட்டை பிச்சின் பண்ணணும்னு நினைக்கிறீங்களா?
ப்ராடக்ட்டோட அந்த டிசைன் இருக்கு. ஸோ இது பிராண்டா மாத்தம் ரீச் பண்ணணும்னா வாட் கேன் எப்படி ப்ராசஸ் எப்படி பண்ணணும்?
So process, okay. So there are two different things, okay. So one is getting it officially registered, okay. Now when you are registering it, there are two things which you need to look at. Am I registering for design or am I registering for like say the product itself? Okay. So while you file a patent, there is a design patent, there is a utility patent. ஓகே, இது வந்து உங்களுக்கு பேட்டன்ட்டுக்கு கீழே வருதான்னு பார்க்கணும். அதுக்கு முன்னாடி யூ நீட் டு அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் இஸ் தேர் அ ட்ரேட்மார்க், லைக் ஷுட் ஐ ஹாவ் அ ட்ரேட்மார்க், எனக்குன்னு ஒரு ட்ரேட்மார்க் வச்சிருக்கணுமா? இஃப் இட் இஸ் அ டிஜிட்டல் கண்டென்ட் தென் யூ நீட் டு கோ ஃபார் காப்பிரைட். So basically, you are a photographer, right? When you take photograph, it becomes a digital thing, and you need to copyright your photos. And you yourself can brand your photography studio under trademark. So that's a different way. See, now it is a business as trademark, and your products or like say your photos becomes copyrighted. So these are
Yeah, I have
two ways of protecting your brand and identity and your products.
product explain பண்ணலாம் சார்.
Yeah, please go ahead.
So few sentences.
Yeah.
Deepak, one more doubt, Deepak.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
issues, right? Yeah. Yeah. See, like branding is comes falls under the copyright or trademark category because see, if this like for example, if a person like starting his own Instagram post or tweet post, like if we go on like high priority, it should be a trademark or it should get copyright or
It
it's
it is a
possible because
digital.
he have own idea.
It is a digital content. Digital contents are copyrighted.
Oh,
So digital contents are copyrighted. That's why, like I will just tell you, books are copyrighted. Okay,
yeah.
these
Okay.
are the things which can be replicated. Okay, books are copyrighted. Music CDs, VCDs, DVDs, these are copyrighted. Softwares are copyrighted because you can replicate these things. And in similar way, digital platform is copyrighted. Like when you create a, like that's what I was explaining to Varun. So if it is photos, then you need to get it copyrighted.
Okay.
Got it? Yeah, Varun.
சார் சார் என்னோட ப்ராடக்ட் நேம் வந்து பென் சார்,
Okay.
ஸ்ப்ரிங் பென். ஸோ இது பேஸ்ட் ஆன் வந்து ஸ்பெல்லிங் சொல்ற மாதிரி சார் பேனா.
Mm-hmm.
ஸோ நான் ஸ்க்ரீன் ஷேர் பண்றேன் சார் பாருங்க.
Okay, sure.
சார் பார்க்குறீங்களா சார்?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் மை ப்ராடக்ட் சார்.
Okay.
பேனா வந்து ஸ்பெல்லிங் சொல்ற மாதிரி.
Mm-hmm. So this is your idea, right?
யா ஐடியா.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now this idea should be like say there is something called intellectual property. Okay. So IP in சொல்லுவாங்க normally. So this is not by itself a product route right now. Okay. So if you have a working model, then you can file for a patent. Okay. Just showing utility or utility patent தான் வாங்க முடியும் இதுக்கு. It's not a design patent, it's a utility patent because it's one of a kind. So you need to show that this is something which is very much different and it is not patented. So when you patent it, you're gonna protect your idea. Okay. So யாரும் உங்களோட ஐடியாவை காப்பி பண்ண முடியாது. இப்போ now there is a registered like say platform like ஒரு அஃபிஷியல் பிளாட்ஃபார்ம்ல உங்களோட ஐடியா ரெஜிஸ்டர் ஆயிருக்கு. நவ் இட்ஸ் யுவர் இன்டெலெக்சுவல் ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி அண்ட் யூ ஹாவ் அ வாட் வி கால் அ ஒர்க்கிங் மாடல். ஒரு ஒர்க்கிங் மாடல் இருந்துச்சுன்னா ஒரு யூட்டிலிட்டி பேட்டன்ட் வந்து உங்களால ஃபைல் பண்ண முடியும். அண்ட் திஸ் கைண்ட் ஆஃப் ப்ரொடெக்ட்ஸ் எனி ஒன் ஃப்ரம் காப்பியிங் யுவர் ஐடியா அண்ட் ரெப்ளிகேட்டிங் இட். ஸோ யூ கேன் கோ அட் வித் தட் இஃப் யூ ஹாவ் அ ஒர்க்கிங் மாடல். Okay. And if you சொல்லுங்க லைக் இப்போ வந்து நமக்கு எந்த ரெஜிஸ்ட்ரேஷன்?
ஸோ இப்போ நம்ம இந்த ப்ராடக்ட் வந்து நம்ம ரிஜிஸ்டர் பண்ணுவோம், அந்த காப்பிரைட்ஸ் வந்து இன்னொருத்தவங்க காப்பி பண்ண முடியும். ஸோ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஸ்டெப் எப்படி பண்ணலாம்?
ஸோ அதுதான் நீங்க வந்து ஒரு ஒர்க்கிங் மாடல் இருந்துச்சுன்னா யூ நீட் டு ஃபைல் அ யூட்டிலிட்டி பேட்டன்ட். பக்கத்தில் இருக்கிற ஐபிஓ ஜஸ்ட் கோ ஃபார் எனி ஐபிஓ ஆஃபீஸ். ஸோ நீங்க இந்தியன் ஐபிஓன்னு சர்ச் பண்ணாலே யூ வுட் கெட் அ லாட் ஆஃப் லீட்ஸ். like how to go about it, how to get it registered, and the mari nariya things irukum. You can please go ahead and try that out. This is a really good thing. And if you are really into this, and if you have a like say product which is already there, you have just few steps more, wherein if you get well, like say mm, எப்படி சொல்றது, இதை வந்து பேட்டன்ட் வாங்கிட்டீங்கன்னா no one can copy it. So and இப்படி யாராச்சும் உங்களோட பேட்டன்ட் வந்து வாங்கணும்னாலே யூ கேன் சார்ஜ் them for each and every product what they create. You get a commission out of itங்கிற மாதிரி. And if you are looking for investors, you can pitch this idea to other companies, but make sure that those companies are not copying it before you create. So it is always good to have it patented before you pitch it to anyone else.
Okay.
புரியுதுங்களா?
Okay, okay, sir.
Cool.
Okay,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you, sir. Sir, further உங்களை கான்டாக்ட் பண்ண ஏதோ கான்டாக்ட் நம்பர் சார்?
Contact number, I'll get to you through NKC. No issue.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much, Varun.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Guys, if you guys have any other doubts, like, or any feedbacks, you can just please share. Yeah, verbally. If you want to abuse me, please go ahead.
Yes, guys, we are offering this workshop. Yeah, and free of that. And once again, I would like to inform that we are offering the workshop Burn to Brand for just rupees 499, which was worth rupees 4,000. So this offer is only for students who have registered for this session today, and we have only limited seats of around 200. So as I said earlier in the feedback form, we have attached the pre-assessment test with 20 questions, which was totally a piece of cake. So you don't have to worry about to attend the session. And so if you are interested to join with us in this workshop, you can go for the yes or no option in the feedback form. And we are glad the top 5 students will be getting 50% off, and next 20 students will be getting 30% off, and finally 40 students will be receiving 20% off for this workshop. So after your workshop, you will be having a proposed assessment test. So based on that, top 3 students will be selected, and they will be recognized a cash reward via GPay of rupees 2,000. So guys, this off was cherry on the cake. So grab your seat ASAP. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Ajit and Swati. If
Sir, other question, sir?
Yeah,
One more
please, Varun.
question, sir.
Yeah, please, Varun. Please go ahead.
Sir, இப்போ ஐடியா பேட்டர்ன் மட்டும் நம்ம வாங்கலாம்.
ஐடியா பேட்டன்ட் மட்டும் வாங்குறதுல யூஸ் இல்லை வருண். So because and ஏன்னா like there are queues and queues of things going around, and idea patentங்கிறது ஒன்று இருக்கானே, like we need to show some kind of a model. Okay, yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. Thank you.
Just have a background check. Just have a background. And don't say Deepak copied my idea whenever it is on Amazon. So because I don't do anything on Amazon. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Twinkle. Thank you, Pooja. Thank you, Durga. Thank you, Vijay. Guys, if you have any questions, you can please.
Thank you, Deepak.
Okay. Okay. Guys, like how to put it? You guys have the have the
Thank you for
opportunity
being
which
good with your wonderful section, sir. Thank you for so
thank
much, sir.
thank you so much. Thank you guys. And yeah, like one more thing, like these workshops which are having happening virtually, right? It's a crazy boon for you guys. If you had, if you ask me when I was in college, if certain symposiums were happening in colleges around the city or like somewhere in North India, we couldn't make the travel. We couldn't afford to travel because we would need to take a hit on our attendance and stuff. Now it's really nice for you guys. You are sitting in your like place of comfort and taking sessions, and this is kind of really nice because you are having a lot of accessibility to contents. Nowadays we have a lot of platforms. Take for example Clubhouse, you see a lot of eminent people coming in and talking about a lot of things in their own field. Like if you are completely into these kind of development activities, you would find ways of doing it, and this workshop is one such thing here. So because I'm not kind of forcing you to come into workshop, this is a place where you can learn. Like if you guys are really interested in learning and if the topic kind of interests you and suits you, please go ahead and apply for it. So because it's going to be a life changer. See, for me, I just attended one of the sessions like this, but it was not virtual. I was present in person, and that kind of changed my entire perspective of how to go about life. So things do happen. You guys need to be very much broad minded and look for opportunities. Hope you guys and you guys are getting very good opportunities nowadays. So make sure you are using like making best out of them. So that would be it from my end. Thank you, Preeta. Thank you, Devi. Thank you, Niveda. Oh, Preeta, you could have said that on mic. Like, see, me being friendly doesn't reciprocate the same way, right? I'm just expecting some kind of conversation from you guys. So please.
Good evening, Deepak.
Yeah, good evening, Surya.
I just want to ask a question which is beyond our topic.
Yeah, please.
You have working in a corporate for more than 5 years, right?
Yes.
So I just want to know what the corporate expert from a fresher.
Okay.
Basically, I'm a MBA fresher.
Mm-hmm.
So what kind of qualification and a corporate expect from me?
Okay.
How could
So
I prepare for that?
one word, I can just answer it in one word. Okay. Adaptability. They just check your adaptability. Doesn't matter which company you're looking for, which domain you're looking for. It's just about how adaptable you are. The other things come later, like whether you have knowledge, everything else comes later. But the one thing which every company, this is a common standpoint in all companies, it's like adaptability. How quick you can adapt to the culture, how quick you can learn, how quick you can unlearn and learn. This is a term which you would come across all the companies, which is unlearn and learn. Like you need to forget like all the things you have learned and then start up fresh. So because corporate job is not you just like people used to say just complete 10th your life is settled, complete 12th your life is settled, get a degree your life is settled. It is never like that. So when you get into a corporate world, it's every day it's a learning process. So they want you to be that much adaptable. So just make yourself ready for those things. That is the only thing which all corporates expect. So because I have been in two companies and I have done internship with 5 companies, so I kind of know how. And these companies are from different background. I did intern with a government sector company. I did with a private concern. I did in electronics. I did in software. I'm into e-commerce. So all the companies kind of expect you to deliver. So by deliver, they mean you need to adapt and start doing it from the day one. So that kind of quick learning process should be there. It doesn't matter whichever